Oh, hey, what's going on, UBA? We're back here again for another episode of Real Talk. Me and my trusty cohort, Joe Algeria, in the building. Listen, we got a lot of things to talk about today. We got a special guest waiting in the wings. Okay, we got some things that we have to talk about that are coming up next week, just for you, very special. But I have to start the show off because it just wouldn't be right. UBA Real Talk with your host Paul Rodriguez and possibly your soon-to-be tag team champion representative, because we won on Friday. Another
skin of your teeth.
Another 5-game. Hey, listen! Shout out to the Lane Crashers. All right,
again.
Who we defeated again, and now in order to get to the finals, we have to beat another Lane Crasher team.
Listen, you know what? They were very well represented at the qualifier, and you know, good for them that they had.
Yeah, no, they were. You know, they had 4 teams in the qualifier, and 3 of those 4 teams made the top 8. Yeah. So they were very well represented. Shakia Mayhew, Tommy Grunwald. Shout out to you guys. I wish y'all the best of luck. We'll be seeing y'all soon. We'll be setting up our date for our match, and whoever wins gets to represent the Long Island Outer Battle Bowl for the tag team championship. Shout out Malik Wade, my trusty partner. Couldn't do it without you.
And you guys are going to be facing the Syndicate to represent
whoever wins. Whoever wins.
Right.
Yes, whoever wins.
You're going to represent the Syndicate.
The Syndicate out of Jersey.
Out of Jersey, and then you guys are going to face the South champion, whoever that might be, at Battle Bowl to be the first ever UBA Tag Team Champions.
Yes, yes. That would be a very nice title to hang on my mantle.
I usually don't, root against anyone, but I don't think I'd be able to make it through a whole season of UBA Real Talk if you won.
Why not?
I'm going to have to grease the doors to get you through in here.
I hardly talk about the Tag Team Championship anyway. I only mention it
on air.
Right after we had a match. We had a match Friday, we won. It's a UBA event. The show's not about me, it's about the UBA. This happened in the UBA, so there.
I wish there was behind.
And that's
I wish there was a behind-the-scenes camera to see about that, because you would never know that in pre-production.
Hey, well, get another camera, and you can
anyway,
our blooper reels and everything else that's going on.
Anyway,
my
back is hurting. Right?
Anyway, what else is going on, Joseph?
Not much. Like you alluded to before, next week is a very big episode for us here.
Yes,
we're going to be in the Road to Battle Bowl. We're going to have a live draft for the 24-on-24 and the 21-on-21 North vs. South. SB of SWAT will be in the building to announce his team. I will be announcing my team. Kevin Decker will be announcing both of his teams. It will definitely be a lot of fun next week. But there is still a week left, so presidents, if you have not nominated anyone, please do so, either to myself for the 200 under or SB for over. Get us the names. We want to try to get as many teams represented. So get your names in there, and we're going to put together the best team possible to take down the South.
There you go. You heard him. If you want your team to be represented by an individual for the North versus South at Battle Bowl, get your names in. Okay? We'll be having a live draft here next week, and that should be very, very interesting. Okay? But coming up, we have a special guest in the building. And normally I would tell you who it is, but you know what? No. We're going to go to commercial, and when we come back, we are having live in studio a very, very special guest, and all I will say is he is a man ahead of his time. Coming right back here on UBA Real Talk.
Buddy's Pro Shop. Videos by bowlers, for bowlers.
This man needs no introduction, UBA. Right here live on UBA Real Talk. The one and only Brian Zizek is in the building. Welcome to UBA Real Talk.
I really hope also that you do not become tag team champions, because then you will realize what it's like to have to grease doors to get your head into a building the way I normally have to, pretty much. Anyway, can anybody see everybody here? This is all right. We're all good.
Yes, we do have the wide angle lens on, so we can get all of that into the frame. You know, listen, you have made your way back into the World Championship qualifying picture. You got a big match coming up this weekend with Aaron Triblett, Rob Smith, better known as Balls Deep and the Coochie Killer.
Yeah, you got Big Head with Balls Deep and the Coochie Killer. I mean,
yes.
It sounds like a party.
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds like a bad porno is what it sounds like.
Yeah, right? Yeah. 80s porn.
Just need the old 80s jazz music in the background while we're bowling, and then, you know, the same thing. You pump that in?
When we do the highlights of the video, we can put
pump that in.
We're going to pump that in. We'll do like that 80s jazz.
I really have to sit here with these two guys. We're here to talk about bowling.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We can do that.
How are you feeling about this match you're going into this weekend?
I feel all right. I took the weekend off, had a nice weekend with the family, and you know, getting back into summer league starting, you know, tonight, tomorrow, and it is a big match. It is a big match coming up on Saturday, and I know there were certain people that said I should walk over these guys just because there's two lefties and one righty, but that's not how it works. I mean, it's still high score wins, and it's, you know, everybody's just don't be low. Don't be the low guy on the pair, and you can't lose. And that's my mindset going in. So I don't have to win every game. Just don't be low. Don't be low.
I have a question. How do you feel about the people who think you don't deserve a shot? Why are you out of nowhere getting a shot at the World Championship qualifier? You didn't show up to any of the other qualifiers to bowl in, but you could have, to work your way up the list. How do you feel about the people saying that you should have worked your way back up the list, that you don't actually deserve this shot?
Well, those people, if you notice the people, especially the ones that are the most vocal on Facebook and on the UBA page and everything else, they weren't around in 2012 and 2013 when I bowled everything. Now, I had a reputation coming into the UBA. I had made a reputation outside of the UBA doing other things, whether it's PBA or whether it was college, whatever it was, amateur stuff. It doesn't matter. That didn't matter. It took me 8 months of bowling everything. The Kings tournament, lights out doubles, team relays, having the team do well, bowling well in those tournaments, being the longest reigning king of 2012-2013, before I even thought I had enough on my resume to ask for a shot at the title. And at the time, the Lineal Championship, which it was known as, wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, it was something that was bowled for, what, once a year? That's why it was called the Lineal. It was bowled for once a year.
Okay.
Well, J.R. Johnson beats Adam Chase and Quentin at the same team relay event that the Long Island Rounders happened to win, and I was the anchor of that team.
Okay.
I felt like I had done enough then. After 8 months, I felt like I had done enough then to ask for a shot. And the powers that be, and with Phil's backing, we made that happen 2 years ago at Battle Bowl, and that match was epic. I mean, you couldn't stand anywhere around that match. They were 6, 7, 8 deep on the concourse at Carolier. I couldn't sit in the settee because there was nowhere to sit. Everybody had filtered their way down to the settee. That match was epic. It was phenomenal. It was everything that I thought a championship should be. Now, when people tell me now, after I defended against JR, lost 1-1-1, defended against TJ Van Gordon, defended against Ed Schuler, and 3 days before Battle Bowl last year, I put a nail into my foot, and now I'm not the champion. I never did get my return match, which after my brother had resigned as deputy commissioner, I had said, you know what, let's just leave it the way it is, and it's fine. And shortly after that, I injured my other leg. And that didn't start feeling better, really, to where I felt comfortable bowling tournaments and stuff like that until February. I mean, it was a high ankle sprain. They say 6 to 8 weeks, and you can come back in 6 to 8 weeks, but it doesn't feel right. And it didn't feel right until February. And by that time, the ball had started rolling now with this action tour that Joe and Kevin and Gordon had started. And I said, well, that seems to be a better avenue for me to go as opposed to bowling a qualifier, because I know what would have happened if I have a bad day in a qualifier and I don't qualify. People will be like, see,
he don't belong here.
He doesn't belong. He doesn't deserve it.
Okay.
And my question to you guys is this: of everybody that has made it onto the list in the qualifiers, who's done well?
Nobody.
Dougie Herron had a shot at Tom Twist for the Northeast title, only because you split them up. You split up the World Championship and the Northeast title, so Dougie got a shot there. The only other people that have bowled for the titles are Ed Schuler, Tom Twist, Richie King, who had to win the first tournament because he had the automatic thing. Everybody else that was not originally on the list hasn't done anything. They've either been one and done, or maybe they've hung out for a little bit. But you know, now you get Aaron Trimlett. Aaron Trimlett's going into this #1 contenders match, but it's still, nobody's bowled for the title yet, other than Dougie Herron, because the titles were split. So it's hard. I mean, you have to be in the top 3 of a tournament and win your first match just to stay on the list. If you win a tournament and then lose your first match, you have to go back out and win another tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very, very difficult to do it that way.
Very true.
And the list was made with all the people that had 1 loss in the World Championship Series.
From the previous year.
Everybody except for 1 person, because I'm the last person that only had 1 loss in the World Championship Series, and I was not put on the list because I was not going to be able to bowl until January, February, whatever it was, and it just didn't make sense to take up another spot from people looking to work their way up and stuff like that. But when the Action Tour came around, I thought this was a great idea. Now, to answer your question, do I believe I deserve it? I believe I deserve a shot at the match I didn't get last year, which was against Tom Twist.
Okay.
That's the match that I believe I deserve, and I don't think I should be bowling this #1 contenders match. I think I should be able to bowl Tom in the match that I was denied last year because of my injury.
Okay.
That's my feeling. But the question I have is for you. I'll throw this even back on you.
Okay.
I've beaten John Benitez. Now let's say you guys have put this mountain in front of me in order for me to get back what I believe are my titles.
Correct.
If I've already beaten John Benitez, who was ranked 4. Now let's say coming up this weekend, I win again. And now I bowl Tom Twist, and I win again. And then I bowl Ed Schuler, and I win again. Who's left? Who's left? You've now given me the guy who is number 4. You've given me the guys who are 1 and 2. You've given me the guy who I should have bowled last year and who was the Northeast title there, and I've beaten him. And then I would have beaten your world champion twice when the belts are on the line. Who's going to be left? That's a question for you to think about. Maybe you have an answer, maybe you don't. But if and again, it's a big if.
But who's left for what? Who's left for you to bowl?
Who's left for me to beat? Who's left for me to beat?
Well, you will have to beat whoever works their way up the list and whoever gets to you.
Listen,
but it seems to be the same people over and over and over again.
The elite,
the same matches
the elite rises to the top.
The same
You're gonna bowl
matches
the same people up there.
Well, I understand, but the same matches seem to be regurgitating themselves.
Well,
Twist against Richie King, Twist against Schuler. You know, they just seem to be regurgitating themselves. If somebody new came in, you know what? That would, you know, throw some.
Well, I'll take this one. And I think this is where, again, the Action Tour is going to come into play, okay? And you could see it more so on the ladies' side right now than we're seeing on the men's side. With the ladies' side, you have now seen a flux of new names being thrown in. Names that last year most people didn't know or didn't, you know, wasn't on the list or whatnot. You know, you have your girl, perfect example, Shannon. Ran through the Vixens division.
Yeah.
Okay? No one had Carla beating her any given Sunday. Okay? Shannon, yes, she can get back there. She's got to win 2 matches and she gets right back there. But you now have the likes of Crystal Franklin, Carla, you know, Alexander Stein, Marissa Lamb, Robin, Danielle, Deanna Cryan. You have
bowlers out there.
I'll be honest with you, and this, I remember you making a statement, actually right here at Danny's, during Shannon's match against Marissa, and you said that you much rather go after the Vixens title than the men's title because
I thought the talent was better.
The talent was better,
and the talent's gotten even better.
And right now, I could care less what anyone thinks of me, the talent is way better on the female side than it is on the men's side. Right now. Call it how I see it.
I hear you. I'm not a male chauvinist or anything. There are a lot of very talented women. You got a lot of very talented guys. The only way to prove it is to get on the lanes. Then we're gonna start mixing this up. How about that? How about we start setting up some men versus women
Listen, I would love
matches?
to do that at Battle.
Let's make it happen.
Men's list versus the females list and see who wins.
Yeah.
I'll take the female side.
You know what? I'm sticking with the fellas. I'm not as big a male chauvinist as say a Shaka Taylor. However, I would still stick with the fellas.
I'm not on the list though.
On second thought. No, I'm just kidding. No, listen, I still would stick with the fellas. I mean, but that's
seen the numbers,
you know, the only problem I have with that, and a lot of men think this way, why I don't know, is that it's quote unquote a lose-lose situation.
Because if they lose to a female, you lost to a female.
Thank you. You lost to a bowler. This is why I have no problem, and this is where me and Shaka agree, and this is the only thing we agree on. All that other stuff Shaka says, ladies, I totally disagree with, is that when you're bowling, like you said, you're bowling another bowler, and I'm trying my hardest. If it's a man or woman, my 13-year-old son bowls, and if he beats me, he earned that. I'm not letting you, I don't let him win it. Madden, 2K15, bowling, I don't care if you're pitching quarters, I'm not letting him win anything.
Right. So
he takes pride in when he defeats me. So it is what it is. But yes, I'll bowl any of you chicks any day of the week too.
Shit.
Under 220. Now I'm getting my Josh Malik on. I'll bowl any woman under 220.
Well, that eliminates 3/4 of the list.
Exactly. Nah, there's a few of them on. There's a few of them on. But bowling is bowling. You go out there, you have a good day, you carry, you don't carry. That's
Any given day. Like I said,
exactly.
I just feel.
You, however, would never defeat me any given day. I will never let you defeat me at bowling because you suck. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
They're bowling league right now.
I'm sorry. I had a moment.
Oh, you suck.
I had a moment.
I thought they were yelling at you.
I had a moment.
Brian, come on. What is this, Rounders versus Apocalypse? Where's your Zizek shirt?
No, what's up, dude? I wore mine today. What happened to yours?
I forgot Brian Zizek was going to be our guest today. Because had I remembered, I would have worn my Zizek shirt, because as soon as he wins and he's the champ again, I will wear my shirt at his first title defense, and I'll have a pocket full of money, because I have never lost a nickel betting on this
Who
man.
are you kidding? You have a poster of him in your bedroom.
First off,
First off,
I am a lot older than Mr. Zizek.
He's like Justin Bieber to you.
Yeah,
a lot?
Yes, I am a lot older than Mr. Zizek. I am a lot.
About a lot.
I am a lot
He doesn't give compliments.
older than Mr. I'm not disrespecting the man. I am just, I've aged well. I'm a lot older than Mr. Zizek. Now, anyway, listen, we are going to go to commercial, and we are going to be back right here on UBA Real Talk with the one and only Brian Zizek in the building, gracing us with his presence today. But we got to pay some bills. We're going to go to commercial first, and we will be right back. UBA Real Talk, we are back here live with our in-house guest for the day, Mr. Brian Zizek. But first off, I just want to remind you, listen, the events are selling out, all right? Battle Bowl is filling up. Some of the events you can't even get in anymore, all right? So check the list, check what's sold out, check what's not sold out, get your payments in. I want to see you at Battle Bowl.
Get on the way.
One of the main events that sold out quick.
Yes, it did.
Is the men's singles.
Friday night.
Friday night, 240 gentlemen have already paid their fee to be in it, and I'm going to give you a bit of inside information. Just like last year, a lot fewer bowlers last year. Just like last year, the winner of the men's singles will be given money in the bank. Oh, Lord.
Oh, is this the right place?
This is the place. Oh, here, listen. Last year's winner
last year's winner, Mr. Money in the Bank.
Hold on, please.
Oh,
Let me just let you guys know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for being late.
That's all right, that's all right. Come on in.
I was running on UBA time.
Ladies and gentlemen, one and only Brian Paul, BPZ, is in the building.
I mean,
And he brought money in and he brought his makeshift Money in the Bank briefcase winner. And he
As soon as I got to use it, I
People are
broke
gonna
it.
think that he hit me in the head with it or something.
and he broke it on the way in. Welcome, sir, to UBA Real Talk.
Thank you for having me.
this is
Yeah.
some role we got into. BPZ. BPZ squared.
BPZ squared.
That's it.
So Paul, since you're here,
Yes,
I got something for you.
that's not for me. What?
Paul,
Uh-oh.
let me just tell you guys, he subbed on my
For those who
Sunday
ain't
King-
paying attention, let's see what happens.
He subbed on my Sunday Kings team, and we really were bad. So here you go.
Oh, Jesus.
Here's your sub.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, listen. Hey,
Buy a round at the bar with that.
2 drinks.
hey. Better than nothing. I am not mad. I take all I can get. All right.
Thanks for having me.
So we're talking about Friday night singles, but you obviously have something else to say. So
Yeah, well, I have the Money in the Bank contract, good for 1 year, anytime, get to have a match, and I am going to announce that I'm going to use my Money in the Bank contract.
Oh,
Yes.
right here. Wait a minute.
About time.
Hold on. Right now?
Hold on, Kevin Decker right now
Right
is
now?
collapsing.
Right now. Right
I'm going to
now.
announce it now, and
On
I'm
UBA
going to
Real
use
Talk.
it. I'm going to announce it on UBA Real
Okay.
Talk, and what we're going to do is I'm going to use it right after the match between Tom Twist and Richie King. Whoever wins, this is actually going to air afterwards, so I'm already challenged whoever the winner is.
Okay. Well, all right then.
Well,
This Money in the Bank thing is finally kicking in.
Coming in-
Brian Paul has challenged the winner of the Tom Twist Richie King match out the gate. Whoever wins,
the gate.
he's like, I'm next. Whoever wins, I'm using my Money in the Bank, and I'm next.
If they can't do it that day, I'd be willing to do it the same day, but more than likely it's going to have to be within 2 weeks after their match.
Okay.
I don't want anybody's arm falling off.
yeah. So we only got one left.
That's it. Marissa still has. She's still
slamming it up.
Yeah.
With, no pun intended.
She's-
with her Money in the Bank.
Didn't
Yeah.
she already announce where she's going to go with that?
No.
No, she has not announced it.
You are the first.
You are the first.
You are the first.
She's still keeping it on.
Those of us with inside info have an idea of when it's going to be used.
Yes, we have.
But it has not been announced yet, and I don't want to make an announcement and then she decide to change her mind. So we'll wait and see what Marissa has in store for us. Actually, Marissa, you know what? You saw what Mr. Brian Paul just did. Get down here, come down here with us on UBA Real Talk, and let us know. Let us know exactly what your intentions are for that Money in the Bank you're holding on to. How about that? Let's get it down here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you guys like to see that?
Absolutely.
We need to finally get a female on the show.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I know.
It's been a sausage fest, though.
I know.
But, yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Anybody.
need to pretty it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
seriously.
This is true. I concur. Ladies, we're putting it out there. You want to come down, be on the show? Inbox one of us. We'll let you know the time and date. Come on down. You can sit here and chit chat about bowling or whatever else crosses your pretty little head right here on UBA Real Talk. You know what? We got some bills to pay. So we're going to go to another commercial and then we're going to come back. But I want to say thank you to my guests for coming out today. See, y'all thought we were lying? Listen, you want to be on UBA Real Talk? All you got to do is make it known. We don't discriminate, you know?
Price is right.
Exactly. We got Italian,
$20 is all it costs.
you got a half Italian, you got our token white guy, German. Okay, we got our token white guy for the day. You got me, a little bit of everything. Black, I'm Hispanic, I'm happy. Listen, we're gonna be right back. More UBA Real Talk. I want to thank my guests for coming out today, and we'll be back in a minute. Hey, what's going on, UBA Real Talk? We are back. And you know what? We decided to keep my boy BPZ around for a little while because we got UBA Old School coming up, and he is in one of the showcase matches of the day. Who you bowling?
I'm bowling against Theo Johnson, 500.
Dollars?
$500. I'm pretty sure most of the matches are $500 also.
Every match has a minimum of $500.
Minimum 5.
So let me just add this before we move on to anything else. Theo, if any of your guys want to put anything more on the match, my guys want to put a little bit more on the match too. So another 500, another 1,000. Please let me know. I'm here.
Yes. Side skis are available for Team Asylum. Anyone on that team who wishes to add to the pot,
Just call 1-800-BOLT.
make it happen. Make it happen.
BPZ DHS. Yep.
There you go.
Let's go.
That's what's going on. That's what's going on. That's going to be an interesting day. I'm going to be there. I may have to find me a match. It won't be for $500, but
You're going to be hosting.
yeah. So what? Listen. How many times you found out firsthand?
Yeah, you screwed me.
Right after a show, you found out firsthand that I don't just host. I bowl too. You found that out, didn't you? The hard way.
Takes me to his house.
Get it twisted. Whose house? I don't have a house. I didn't take you to Cozy. I don't have a house.
He definitely hosts. He hasn't let go of the mic since I've been here.
That's right.
You know what's funny is I was with this
That's what I do.
Sunday at Van Ness Lanes.
Okay.
And we were speaking of this, and he asked if we were able to get 2 microphones. One for us, and one for you.
I'm sorry.
It was really gonna.
Can you hear them? Yes, you can. You can hear them,
It
right?
was actually one
Us
for
three of us.
us with Brian, because he knew Brian was going to be here as well. So we wanted to see if we could get one for us 3, and then obviously you need your own.
Let me explain something to you, gentlemen. If you knew anything about interviewing people, the person doing the interviewing, asking the questions, holds the microphone. Okay?
Usually they hold it toward the person they're asking.
And I always do. I passed. Listen.
See, you couldn't do it.
He
You
gets
you couldn't do it.
no mic time.
Couldn't do it.
He gets no mic time.
I'm just here
That's right.
to fill a body and give him a couple stats. And, when he goes blank, I just give him some, knowledge.
Yeah. Whenever I run out of things to say, which is few and far between,
Obviously.
then he's my fill-in.
So who are the other matches bowling at Action Van Ness?
No, please. Oh, that's right. You don't.
This is your. That is not true. That is not true. I know some. I don't know all of them. I know some.
All right. So
I know.
How about you tell them what you know?
I know Robin is bowling Deanna.
Very good.
Okay. I do know Joe Navarro is bowling Chris Williams.
Okay.
Okay. I am well aware of this match here with Brian Paul and Theo Johnson.
Okay.
And then there are a bunch of other people I could care less about.
Lou DiMartino.
I like Lou. My bad. Yeah. Big Lou.
Big Lou is bowling Dave Saban.
Dave Saban. Okay.
Rob Sherman is bowling Alex Prell.
Okay.
Who else is there? There is the Coochie Killer himself. Him and Race Marsh are bowling.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. That should be epic.
A great match.
That should be very good.
That's what we got.
A lot of money matches.
It's you know what? I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I really hope that every team. I get it's Father's Day, but I really do hope that every team comes down, supports their their teammates. There's going to be plenty of action going on on the side as well as after. Believe me, the house is going to be. There's no leagues afterwards. We cleared out.
Okay.
And as for the day to bowl, it's going to be a lot of fun. The way it used to be when Friday night pots. That's what that was what I was going for with this, and I think we got it. I really do.
Should be
Very
fun.
nice.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
nice. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of bowling. It's gonna be a lot of action, a lot of side action. You got a horse in this race. You got somebody you wanna root for, cheer for. Come on out. All right, UBA Real Talk. We're still here with the one and only BPZ in the building. Hey, listen. With all the matches going on at Battle Bowl, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the one everyone will be waiting to see. At some point, possibly Friday night, we will be having a pie in the face match where a low man gets pied until you have a last man standing. And it's been brought to my attention that Ernesto has invited you into the fray.
Yeah, he said that due to the popularity of Real Talk, he feels that involving the two of us in the match will kind of give it the platform that it well deserves.
Okay.
Which I so graciously accepted, because I cannot wait to smash you in the face with a pie.
I accepted a long time ago, because me and Ernesto, we had this conversation. I had already accepted, and the field of bowlers that were to bowl in it, if they continue to accept and show up. If not, I remember, I believe Silk Nixon was involved.
Please.
Silk had agreed to it. Cash Brown, my fellow Classic Walk Down member, had agreed to it. He may have forgotten. We were going to include Ducky Russell of Duckett, but it was brought to our attention he actually lost last year and got pie. So unless we have a change of heart, you're out, Ducky. We might let you in, but you got pie last year. Nobody wants to see that. So you're out of here. Dude, you couldn't pie me. Ever.
I guess we're going to have to wait till battle.
We're battleable and we will see.
Be interesting.
Yes. And let's make sure it's merengue pie. I don't know.
Merengue?
Lemon
meringue.
Lemon
Not
meringue.
merengue. Merengue is
Merengue is the thing. I'm sorry. My Spanish side jumped to the front, jumped out my mouth right there.
Whatever you say, Mark.
I want merengue pie. Forget that. Find me a merengue pie.
All right, yeah.
All right, sidekick?
You got it.
Find me a merengue pie. Matter go find one now while I talk to Mr. Brian Paul here.
I don't know if you heard, but I'm not shine shoes anymore.
No?
No.
Yeah. We'll find something for you to do around here.
Right.
Because your hosting days are behind you.
Yeah, they were never in front of me. Not with you as my co-host.
Listen, UBA Real Talk. This has been another fun-filled episode with me, my boy Joe Algieri, taking us out today. Mr. Brian Paul.
You know what?
Got any shout-outs you want to give? You want to shout out your team?
I just want to say that we should just be shouting out people at the end of every episode, just because everybody tells you that they want to be mentioned. So I want to give a shout out to all those people who want to be mentioned, and DHS defending Northeast champs. Just so you know.
You want to shout out? You want to hear your name? You want me to mention you? You got something you want me to talk about? Listen. You know our inbox is. You know our Facebook pages. All you got to do is reach out, talk to us. We'll write it down, and if I remember, I'm getting old, I forget a lot of stuff, but if I remember, I will shout you out on the next episode of UBA Real Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here. Paul Rodriguez, your host, Joe Algieri, my trusty sidekick. This has been UBA Real Talk, and we out of here.
I'm down with the underground. I'm down with the underground. I'm down with the underground.